another Inspiration in 30. My name is Gloria Ward, and I'm the founder of this amazing project, the I'm Loving Me Project, where we inspire you to come and learn to self heal, to love yourself, to build your fabulous career, to know and understand just how important you are, not only to the world, but to yourself, and that you matter, and that, everything that you want in your life is possible, and anything that you want to do in your life is possible. And to also let you know that those things that you do want and you do work hard for, that you don't have to be frustrated and upset when those things take too long or seems like they're not working out. That's why I titled this "Why Is It Taking So Long?" Because we're now in March, right? And not only is March Women's History Month, but is also at the end of March, your first 100 days of the year, right? So it marks the first 100 days of what have you done uh, during this time that you said that you were going to change and live a different life, right? Hi, Kim. I was trying to find, that's why I got my thing. You know how the little cami thing you wear under your sweater, like these sweaters right here? I was trying to find the cami thing. That's why I was late. I couldn't find it in my laundry. So I had to come all bare. So that's what took a little bit too long. But here's the thing that I want to tell you guys, and I want to thank you guys for coming on today. We do have a couple of announcements. Our Girls Leap Elite is open. So this is a time where you can come and you could get your training for your business, training for your confidence, your well-being, your personal development, all that stuff with our coaches. Okay. If you have a desire to start a business, be in business, grow your career, figure out what career path you want to take some courses in different things, this is an opportunity for you to go ahead and do that. You can go to girlsleap.com. I want to say girlsleap.com and go ahead and check it out. You can also go ahead and sign up. We have our coaches there. You'll see the list of coaches and the classes that they're offering. Again, I'm offering business classes. So for those of you who want to start a business, who want to learn how to grow, who want to be able to uh, get your product or service evaluated, anything that you need for your business. That's what I am doing. The rest is teaching about confidence, life mastery, sales, PR, all that stuff. So make sure you go ahead and check that out. Also, ladies, if you haven't had your copy, get a copy of Becoming Truly You. This is my first wonderful book that you can get on Amazon. And it is also an active book where you're able to go ahead and take action after that. What I am doing, and I'm having my meeting today, is that we are making this a workshop and we are making this a course, and we're just going to take this everywhere. We're going to write it out because I truly believe that this is the starting point of where you start to evaluate and change your life by understanding how to become truly you. Then you can branch off to those other things. So I have my meeting today with some people. They're like, Gloria, you need to take new pictures. You need to do all this stuff. So I'm hearing all this you need. So I'm going to sit down and see exactly all the things, all the things that I need. Right. So, look out for that. We're going to have workshops. I know we're going to do an in-person workshop here in Atlanta. It was supposed to be March the 14th, but of course we're behind because I haven't done the preliminary stuff yet. I haven't taken the pictures. We just got the books. If you got your book in the mail, please let me know because the post office said Monday or Tuesday for most of the deliveries. But I did get a message for someone that said that they still waiting on theirs, which it should be able to come today. And if you live here in Atlanta, you probably saw me last weekend because I delivered the book to you, and we sat and we chatted for a little while. So I think that's all the announcements that I have, and I am going to go into um, the inspiration because I think it is important. Why is it taking so long? Right? Why is it taking so long? I was sitting on Monday after I got off the Inspiration in 30 with you. I had went in, to go see my client and all that stuff or whatever. And one of the things that we were talking about is about how when you are working on some things and you are doing your due diligence each and every day, it seems like nothing is happening and it seems like nothing is working out. It seems like things are going slow, right? The ideas that you get, you see yourself changing them every minute that you get. You feel like your thinking is cloudy. You're not sure if you're coming or going, what you need to focus on, how you need to get clarity to move your life to the next level. Trust me, I'm there every day, right? One of the things that you have to know and understand and remember is that you are building a muscle that you never built before. You're in the process of changing, right? You're in the process of becoming who you want to be. You're in the process of becoming truly you. And what that means is that means that this whole new world that you are discovering and that you are opening up for yourself, there are going to be some days where you see the progress, and there's going to be some days where you don't see anything, right? But what you have to realize and what you have to understand is when you are working towards something new, it's going to be uncomfortable, it's going to be different, and it is something that you have to stay calm with and know that everything is going to work out for you. Okay? If you are looking for a new job, if you are trying to figure out what life is going to bring you, if you are evaluating your relationship, if you are sitting there trying to figure out which way you should go because you've been trying different things and it seems like none of those things are not working out, what I suggest that you do is take a moment and get some clarity because you're running in the right direction, but you're zigzagging. Does it make sense? You're running in the right direction, but you're zigzagging. You're trying to figure out, how do I run straight at a good pace where I don't get out of breath and I stop and I quit? And the only way that you do that is that you have to know how to pace yourself and you understand how to run your race. Okay? I know for myself, I I sometimes get all over the place because I'm saying to myself every day, are we fulfilling the vision, that we set for ourselves? Are we giving the ladies the value that we said we was going to deliver? Are we working hard enough? Are we moving the needle? Are we doing all these things? And what you do when you're doing that is that yes, you are having that information at the top of your mind, but you also putting a lot of pressure on yourself, right? You also putting pressure on yourself to drive and push something that you need practice that you've never done before. Now, I'm not telling you to get lazy in what you're doing, but what I'm telling you is that don't be so hard on yourself, right? Don't look for those microwave results. A friend of mine said, the same brain that we are trying to heal ourselves from is the same brain that we are trying to build a business with, the same brain that we are trying to change ourselves with, the same brain that we are using to be on social media and all that stuff. So, the same brain that we are using to move forward in our life is also the same brain that we're using each and every day that is telling us we not working hard enough, you need to do more, or you're not good enough, and all that stuff. How do you combat all of that? Right? How do you deal with all of that? You know how you sit there and you say to yourself, hey, right now in my life, I am going to choose me. I am going to, do what I need to do for myself. And then all of a sudden, when something happens, you get so upset. And then you're like, see, when I'm on this journey, there's always something that's happening. There's always somebody who's coming along. There's always some evil people in the world. Stop the chatter. Stop the chatter. And I want you to say to yourself, the only thing that I'm doing is building my muscle right now. I cannot take my focus off of me because someone else wants to dump their stuff on me. Someone else wants to tell me how they feel about me. Someone wants to come and try to teach me a lesson about what they think I should have or do, right? Especially people who are passive aggressive. You got a lot of passive aggressive people out there who believe that they need to punish you because you didn't do what they said, right? And most of the time, you're internalizing that and saying, no, 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 that's not what I meant. No, no, no. You know, I thought of I wasn't trying to be mean. I wasn't trying to do this, and you justifying it. You're gonna have to lay that to rest. I don't care if that's your mother, your children, your spouse, whoever that is. You're gonna have to lay that to rest and know that the race that you're running and what you're doing, however long it takes for you, as long as you're happy and you accept it, we don't care about what other people think because we are sitting up here battling with our own mind all day long. We can't take in nothing else. Does that make sense? Don't sit up here and tell yourself that it's taken too long for you to get somewhere, or that you're getting too old, or you are running out of time, right? And I get it, I suffer with that too. But what we have to be able to tell ourselves is we doing the best we can with what we have. We are so glad that we are at this point in our lives. I look at my life 30 days ago, a year ago, and I didn't even have this mindset. I am so proud that I decided to choose me today. I am so excited that I did one thing today to push me closer to my goal. I am I am super excited that I have the opportunity to live another day, to express my gifts and my talents wherever God tells me to go, right? I tell you guys a story. So there was I think I told you guys the story. I don't know. There were some young ladies who found my video on YouTube, right? And they were here in Atlanta, and they work at another client's place of mine. But I don't really say nothing to anyone because I feel like, when you're ready for the information, you'll come, right? Because I don't impose none of this information on anyone. Why? Because I'm not trying to convert you into anything, push you into anything. When you are ready, you'll show up. And so uh, they said, Gloria, I saw a YouTube video of you and you were, talking all this positivity and stuff. We never knew that this is something that you do. And one of the things that I told them, I said, yeah, I said, but what did you learn? Right. And they said, I've been trying to find something where I can be on this journey. And this whole time you were right under my nose. I said, that's usually how it happens. When the student is ready, the teacher will show up, right? So what happened was is she got all of the rest of the co-workers together. We went out and we sat there. And they said, this is what I really want to do with my life, Gloria. This is how I want to be able to live. And I don't even know how to break out of that. I've been trying to get a house. I've been trying to get myself together, but something always come and distract me. Something always come and pushes me back. I want my freedom. I want my security. I want this. And I said to them, you know what the hardest thing is accepting that the little steps that you are taking matter. I told them, I said, all of you ladies know exactly what you want, but you allowing outside influences tell you that you are not doing good enough and you are believing them. And so you stop or you do nothing, right? The moment that you sit and decide that if I just do something every day, I will get to where I need to be. If I just go ahead and take one step, I'll be able to get there eventually. That's when you start to live your life. That's when you start to feel a sense of accomplishment. Because the only reason why we start to tell ourselves those negative thoughts is because we can't see us making any progress. But what happens when you go work out at the gym, right? Everybody always use that example. It's not until you lift a weight that has a lot of resistance that you start to build muscle. If I go to the gym and I lift the same light weight each and every day, I will have to do more, right? For all of you guys who go to the gym, I will have to do more in order to start to build muscle because I'm not lifting anything that gives me resistance, right? But if I lift a heavy weight that's going to test me and that is going to push me, I'm not going to be diesel overnight. I'm not going to have my flat stomach overnight. Everything is a process. Everything takes time. It takes time for you to gain weight. It takes time for you to lose weight. It takes time for you to build muscle. It takes time for you to get sick. But if we continuously do the right things, all that stuff builds up. And then you get to see the fruits of your labor. If we had it all at once, we wouldn't be able to handle it. Wouldn't you agree? If you got everything that you wanted all at once, it will be overwhelming for you. Two, you will take it for granted. And three, you will lose it all. Think of the people who win the lottery. They're rich with all these millions for what? The average is what, 3 years? And then after that, they lose it all and they go broke again. Why? Because they got all of this money at once. They didn't know how to manage it, never was used to it. And so they thought that they can just go and buy whatever they want, do whatever they want, help as many people as they want until eventually the money ran out. Because the thought pattern is I need to go out and do whatever it is I want, get whatever I want, do whatever it is I want, and you're not building anything. Your growth comes from a process. Okay? Your growth comes from a process. Don't be so hard on yourself. All right? You are working. You are making progress. You are doing the things that you need to do. You will get there. You will make it happen. You will make good decisions about where you're going and that relationship. You will start to self heal and manage your trauma. You will do that, right? You will start to set boundaries and say no. You will build up your confidence just to know how beautiful you are. You will understand how much power you have. the way you do that is just to do something every day that moves you closer to it. Okay? When you look at your vision board, if you have one, and you see what you have done between now and March, and you say to yourself, I haven't done anything on this board yet. The only thing that I've been doing was thinking about it. Well, maybe that's what it needed, what needed to happen in order for you to get clarity, because most of us go out here and we rush and crash and burn with no plan, right? And no clarity on what we're doing. But I want you to know all of the stuff that you're doing is not in vain. It's not. Now, if you're not moving at all, if you're not moving at all, and you sitting up there singing shoulda, coulda, wouldas, now that's different. Okay, we need to get moving on something. If you sitting there and you're looking at your vision board and you're saying to yourself, oh yeah, I'm going to start that next month, and I'm going to start that in 2 weeks, and I can't start that until I get enough money. That's a different story. That's called procrastination, right? That's called not having good priorities. That's called thinking about it and waiting for something to come along to help you out, right? That's not the place where you want to be. If you haven't done anything from January until now to help you self-heal or grow, start right now, right? Make a decision right now. Remember, and I want you to write this down. Remember. You got all the emotions in the world, right? Anger, happiness, all this stuff. All that stuff is going to come and go throughout the day. But there are things that you choose. You choose to love. You choose to have peace. You choose to forgive. And you choose to be grateful. Those things are choices that you make every day of your life. You also choose to grow. Those are choices. Those are not feelings. Those are not reactions. Those are not anything. When you decide that nothing is more important than your peace, that you choose love, that you are grateful, that you are able to grow, and that you are able to choose to forgive, then that's when your life goes to the next level. Okay? That's why I keep saying, to become truly you, you have to know and understand that every choice that you make has to have you in mind, not someone else, right? It has to have you in mind, because you know what you say to yourself, Regina, and you know what you say to yourself, Deborah, and everybody else who's on here. Today, I'm going to choose to be happy. I don't care what nobody says. And because that I'm going to choose to be happy, anything that comes my way, I am not going to allow myself to react that way in a negative way that's going to take me out of that. I'm going to choose to be peaceful. Even when I see that text message, look, even when I see that text message that come through that I know is going to set me off. I'm going to choose to be peaceful, right? Even though I know things happened to me in my past and those people are still around me or they are still trying to influence me in my life, I am going to choose to forgive. Because you know what? I am going somewhere. Where am I going? I am going to a place where I can grow and love and live the life I want to live. My goal in this life is not to make anybody else happy but me. Me. Right? Because when I make myself happy, everybody else around me is happy. Because that's what I emanate. That's what I illuminate. Right? Y'all know the Bible verse when fill a cup and the cup runneth over, right? What that means to me is if I fill my cup up with peace, it's going to run over and spill on somebody else. When I fill my cup up with joy, it's going to run over and it's going to fill up somebody else. When I fill my cup up with love, it's going to run over and spill on somebody else. Isn't that how it happens? If you smile at somebody, they can't help but smile. If you laugh, people can't help but laugh with you, right? Because they're laughing because you're laughing. That's how it works, right? So don't be so hard on yourself because you feel like you're not moving fast and things are not working out for you and you got so much to do. Growth takes time. It takes patience, and it takes you understanding and knowing that you are that caterpillar that's going through the change, right? You're going through that change, but we know what's on the other side. And that's why we can have the patience to deal with whatever it takes to get there. Because what we know for sure is that when we bust through, we can't help but fly because we have become this most beautiful thing that is not only loved by ourselves, but by others. And that's the truth. That is the truth. What's the thing in the Bible? Don't get weary in well doing. That's my point. Don't get weary in well doing. It's okay, right? You are doing well. You are doing good. You are doing your best. And if you feel like you are not, if you feel like you can do a little bit more, try it and see how it works out for you. If it's too much resistance and it's making you stressed out, then let that go. You will get there. It's going to happen for you. All right? That's all I got. That's all I got. So I hope you guys come join us in Girls Leap. I hope you guys, if you haven't already, most of you guys have, get a copy of the book. Most importantly, what I want you to know is that in this time that we have in 2021, it is your time to live your life. I am only here to help guide and direct you, to remind you of who you already know you are. That's it. That's my only job. And I am going to beat that in your head until my last breath because God told me to. And however you consume that, and however you get it to where it clicks, then that's it. Whenever you're ready, you will come, right? Just don't wait too long because you are afraid or anything else. Because there is people here who love you, who want to see you grow. And our main thing is to make sure that the life that you are living is something that you want. You want. That's it. It's not what I want, it's what you want. It is all about you, right? So I love you, and I'll see you guys tomorrow, okay?